Morning students, how are you all? Hope you all are fine and safe at your home. So students, this is your mathematics class for class 9th. This is chapter 7, chapter named triangles. This is your lecture 3. In today's lecture, we will discuss about theorem 7.2 and 7.3 and some questions of exercise 7.2 based on these two theorems. So students, let me start your lecture. So students, theorem 7.2 is angle opposite to equal sides of an isosceles triangle are equal. So student, what it mean? Angle opposite to equal sides. It means it is given that sides are equal. So the triangle is isosceles. He said angle opposite to equal sides are equal. It means equal sides are given and we have to prove that angle opposite to them are also equal. So most of the student always confused in these two theorems 7.2 and 7.3 that what is given and what we have to prove. If you will take a given and to prove wrong, then definitely you will do this theorem completely wrong. So try to understand the theorem, read it carefully twice, thrice, and then start your question. Angle opposite to equal sides of an isosceles triangle are equal. It means sides are given that they are equal and we have to prove that angles which are opposite to them are equal to each other. So this is your diagram. A diagram ABC in which we have AB is equal to AC. It is given. We have to prove angle B and angle C are equal to each other. For this, we will do a small construction. Draw the bisector of angle A which intersect the BC at point D. We will draw a bisector of angle A which cut the BC at point D. Bisector A means angle 1 and angle 2 are equal to each other because we draw it a bisector. So in the triangle BDA and triangle CDA or CAD. So we have to focus on the corresponding part. So we will also focus on the name of the triangle. If we will take BAD, then we have to take CAD. If we will take BDA, then we have to take CDA. So BAD and CAD. Now we need three elements for the congruency. First element AB and AC are equal to each other. It is given. Second element angle 1 and angle 2 are equal to each other by construction, and third element AD common. So like this, AB and AC given, angle 1 is equal angle 2 by construction, AD is equal to AD common. So students, please focus on these type of reasons. You have to mention, it is compulsory to write reason in each and every step. So these three are the reason of three elements, so that by SAS rule we have triangle BAD and CAD are congruent. Let me check about rule. So if we will take this triangle, we took this side and this angle. So SAS, these two triangles are congruent, and then by CPCT angle B and angle C are equal to each other. So with this step our theorem is proved. So this is your theorem 7.2. Now next is theorem 7.3. Theorem 7.3 is the converse of theorem 7.2. The sides opposite to equal angles of a triangle are equal. Now students, guess what thing is given and what is to prove? The side opposite to equal angles. So in this theorem, what is given? Equal angles of a triangle. Angles are equal and we have to prove that the side opposite to them are equal. So the side opposite to equal angles of a triangle are equal. So we have to prove that opposite angles opposite sides of angles are equal to each other. So what is given? Angle B and angle C are equal to each other. What we have to prove? Side opposite to them. It means angle side AB and side AC are equal to each other. So students, we will proceed in this theorem as your previous theorem. We will do same construction. So what we will do? Draw a angle bisector A. Draw a angle bisector A which intersect or cut BC at point D. Because we took intersector of A, so angle 1 and angle 2 are equal to each other by construction. Now we will take these two triangles and try to congruent them. So students, in triangle BAD and CAD, angle B and angle C are equal to each other. It is given. Angle 1 and angle 2, they are equal by construction, and AD is equal to AD because it is common. I think if you remember your previous theorem, all things are equal. In that theorem, we have to prove this. So we will take side in that theorem, and now we will take angles in this theorem. These two things are same. So by AAS, let me check from your diagram that which rule is going on. In this triangle, we took this angle, angle B, angle 1, and side, this side AB. So AAS. So by AAS rule, we have both the triangles are congruent to each other, then AB is equal to AC by CPCT. CPCT means corresponding part of congruent triangles. So these two theorems are present in your NCERT also. Now we will apply these two theorems in your question. So we will start your exercise 7.2. So first question of exercise 7.2 is, first question is, in an isosceles triangle. So from this line it is very clear, because it is an isosceles triangle, it means it is given two sides are equal to each other with AB is equal to AC. The bisectors of angle B and C, it means these two lines BO and OC are the bisectors of angle B and C, intersect each other at point O. When we will meet the bisector of these two angles, they will intersect each other at point O. Join AO, show that OB and OC are equal to each other, and angle AO bisect angle A. So student, in this question, what is given? First of all, AB and AC are equal to each other. These two lines are the bisector of these two angles. And now we have to prove that these two lines are equal to each other and AO bisect angle A. So solution is, so students, ABC triangle, what is given? AB is equal to AC, and BO and CO are the bisectors of angle B and C. And what we have to prove? That BO and CO are equal to each other, and AO bisect angle A. So students, for the solution, we will take this triangle ABC. AB and AC are equal to each other, it is given. So that by theorem 7.2, if two sides are equal in a triangle, then the angle opposite to them are also equal to each other. If AB and AC are equal, it is given. So definitely angle B and angle C are also equal. Reason? Angles opposite to equal sides are equal. You have to write theorem like this. You don't have to write theorem 7.2. You have to write like this. Angles opposite to equal sides are equal. So definitely students, if B and C are equal to each other, so half of B and half of C are also equal to each other. So I marked in your diagram 5 and 3, both are the half of B. 5 is also half of B and 3 is also half of B. 6 and 4 are also half of B. So both the pairs, angle 3 and angle 4, are equal to each other. because they both are the half of B and half of C. Angle 5 and angle 6 are also half of B and half of C. So they both are equal to each other. So if angle 3 and angle 4 are equal to each other, pay attention in your diagram. If 3 and 4 equal to each other, so in triangle OBC, in the triangle OBC, if two angles are equal, so the opposite sides of them are also equal. So BO and OC are also equal to each other. If 3 and 4 are equal to each other, BO is equal to OC. Reason, sides opposite to equal angles are equal. Now your second part. In second part, we have to prove that AO bisect angle A. So we will take these two triangles, triangle AOB and triangle AOC. Now we need three elements in these two triangles. So student, AB is equal to AC, it is given. AO is equals to AO, it is common, and BO is equals to OC, above proved. We have to prove above this result, so that by SSS congruence rule we have both the triangles are congruent. So by SSS rule we have both the triangles are congruent. So definitely angle 1 and angle 2 are equal to each other by CPCT, congruent, corresponding parts of congruent triangles, hence AO bisect angle A. So this question is proved with this theorem. So student, today's lecture is finished here with this question, and if you have any doubt and any query, then please mention in your comment section. Now your homework, do and learn theorems 7.3 and 7. So theorems 7.2 and 3 you have to learn and write and do also, and do questions of exercise 7.2 from 1 to 4 of your NCERT. So students, you have to do this homework positively today. Now your homework solutions of lecture 2. So student, these are the homework solution of your lecture 2. In lecture 2 we discuss theorem 7.1 and some questions based on that theorem and the congruency rules. So students, I gave you exercise 7.1. so we have with two difficult questions. Question number 7th is, AB is a line segment and P is the midpoint of, AB is a line segment and P is the midpoint of AB. So definitely if it is given from the first line, we have one thing, P is the midpoint of AB, it means AP is equal to PB, it is given. Now D and E are the points on the same side of AB such that angle BAD and angle ABE are equal, angle EPA and angle DPB are equal also. So they both are equal to each other. So we have three things as given. To prove is triangle DAP is congruent to triangle EBP and AD is equal to BE. We have to solve this. So student, for the first part we will take these two triangles. Now we need three elements in these two triangles. So first thing is AP is equal to BP, it is given. Second thing is angle BAD and angle ABE are equal to each other, it is also given. Now third thing is this angle EPA and angle DPB are equal. But students, if you focus in this triangle, first we have a triangle DAP. So this is your complete angle. This is your complete angle. So this part, angle EPD is missing, and if we will focus on the another triangle EBP, so this is your complete angle in this triangle. Here also EPD is missing part. If we will add angle EPD on the both sides of this angle, so we will get our third thing completely. So these two angles are given. We will add angle EPD on the both side. We will get our complete angle APD and BPE. So the by congruence rule ASA, we have both the triangles are congruent, and if two triangles are congruent, so the remaining part are automatically equal to each other by CPCT, corresponding parts of congruent triangle. So the second part, AD and BE are definitely equal to each other by CPCT. Next question is question number 8. In question number 8, we have a triangle ABC is a right angle triangle at C. ABC is a right angle triangle at C. So what is given? First thing is C is 90 degree. M is the midpoint of the hypotenuse AB. M is the midpoint of the hypotenuse AB. It means AM and MB are equal to each other. C is joined to M and produced to the point D such that DM and CM are equal to each other. It means it is also given, and we have to prove that these four parts. So it means three things are given and we have to prove that these four parts. So we will start with our question with the first part. In the first part, we have to prove that triangle AMC and triangle BMD are congruent to each other. So AMC and BMD. So these two triangles. Now for the congruency, AM and MB equal to each other given. DM and MC are equal to each other given, and this is your vertically opposite angle. So students, given and vertically opposite angles, so that by SAS rule we have both the triangles are congruent. For the congruency, if congruency is done and the two triangles are congruent, so the remaining parts are also equal to each other. So angle ACM, this angle ACM and angle BDM, they both are equal to each other. They are corresponding parts. Check in the name of the triangles. They both are equal to each other by CPCT, and AC and DB are also equal to each other by CPCT. We will take these two terms. Now for the second part is we have to prove that angle DBC means angle B is 90 degree. If these two angles, this angle and this angle, are equal to each other, they both are the pair of alternate interior angle. So definitely these two lines are parallel and BC is a transversal. They both angles are equal by CPCT in first part, but they are the pair of alternate interior angle. So the lines are parallel. BC is transversal. So B plus C is 180 degree because reason is co-interior angles. Angle B plus angle C 180. Then we will put angle C. So the value of angle B is 90 degree. Second part is proved. So students, third part in our question is DBC, triangle DBC and ACB are the congruent. So let me check from your diagram. DCB and ACB, DBC and ACB, we have to prove these two triangles are congruent. So first of all, DB is equal to AC, proved above. Angle B and angle C are equal to each other 90 degree and BC is common. So by SAS congruence rule, both the triangles are congruent to each other. If these two triangles are congruent, then definitely, DC and AB are equal to each other by CPCT. So these two triangles are congruent, AB and DC are equal to CPCT. We know it very well that DC is equals to DM plus MC and they both are equal to each other. We can replace it with DM both also and by MC also. So we will take MC. So DC is double of CM. This 2 is present here in multiplication. We will shift to the other side. It is present in division. This is your fourth part proved. So student, with this part, today's lecture is finished. You have to do correction in your homework as well and do it positively. Have a nice day. Thank you very much.